fellow makeup lovers, how are you guys doing today? So I am super excited for this video because I'm going to be doing a first impression on the new Plouise collection. I, luckily enough, 6 months ago ordered or signed up for the Ultimate Masterclass for Plouise. It was, I believe, £100 and shipping was £40, so it was definitely a bit expensive, but it was going to consist of several hours of learning from the Plouise artist and also a goodie bag consisting of their new collection, which is here with me now. So I'm super excited to do a video on it, and I figured I'd do a first impression today. I have quite a few videos this next week planned with it, so if you are new to my channel and you're just kind of looking at videos on the Plouise collection, then I definitely recommend subscribing, staying a while. I will definitely have more videos coming soon. So let's just go ahead and jump on in. So here is the massive box that it came in. Pretty sure I'm never going to get rid of this box. It has it's magnetized. And then here is the entire collection. It also has a cute little story on it. Here, I will just read it to you guys. It says, once upon a time, there was a young, naive, but very persistent girl from a quaint little town called Manchester. At the tender age of 21, she had a dream of opening up the United Kingdom's leading makeup academy. With no financial backing, she faced endless knockbacks as she faced trials and tribulations along the way. Every day she rocked ultra heavy glam with a glossy lip, determined to make her dream come true. She quickly realized sometimes in life being Little Miss Nice Girl gets you nowhere, so she confidently became her own knight in shining armor. She built her empire with kingdom-leading design and her signature pat pat pat, and went on to live happily ever after. A good heart always wins. Plouise. In case you're wondering, I'm not a bad reader. This is just in a very hard to read font. And let's just go ahead. I'll show you one last time. Here's the whole collection, and I will pull these out so you guys can see. We can start off with the most exciting thing, at least to me. This is the Secret Center palette, and this is chunky. Do you guys see that? And see how chunky this palette is? I did already pull this out just to take a quick little product picture for Instagram, but I put it back in so you guys can see the packaging and everything. So all very, very nice and pretty. Let me see if I can open this back up. I believe it's supposed to kind of resemble a jewelry box, and you can actually take the eyeshadows out of it and turn it into a jewelry box. So here's the outer packaging. Super heavy, nice material. The front is super cute with the little feathers in it. There is a little card here that says first impressions can be deceiving, which is kind of funny because this is a first impression video. And here are the shades. You guys can see the mess on my desk right now. Let's just lower that mirror a little bit. So this is absolutely beautiful. It is all matte shades. There are 18 shades here. And the pan sizes are really big. Here, let me just show you. Okay, just for example, these are kind of small, but if you guys are familiar with ColourPop, here is their pan size, and that's next to the Plouise pans. So you can see they are ginormous. I also wanted to show you guys really quickly what the original Plouise palette looks like next to the new one. So the next thing in the collection is this nice little package here, and it is a base and brush duo. So you just open it up and it comes in special limited edition packaging, and it has the Rumor eyeshadow base from Plouise and the base brush. So I will definitely use the base brush, but I think Rumor would be too dark for me. So I'm just going to go ahead and stick to my 0.5 shade today. The brush is just a nice flat concealer brush that you would use, you know, to pat the concealer in, and I'm going to try it for a cut crease. So next there are 3 different glitter pigments, and this first one says a pinch of seduction. They upgraded their packaging. This looks super pretty, and this just looks like a nice gold pigment, so that's pretty. And then the next one is a hint of desire. This one just looks like it has a pinky gold reflect. That looks really pretty as well. And then the last one is a sprinkle of passion. Ooh, okay, I like passion the best. This is a really pretty pink shade. So next in the box is the P. Louise Luxury Lashes, and I believe the style is Dare, and these are definitely daring lashes. I think they're probably one of the biggest pairs of lashes I've ever seen. You guys see how ginormous those are? The packaging is pretty nice. It's like a solid case, but how do I open it? So here are what the lashes look like. I'm gonna have to trim these down quite a bit because I do have smaller eyes, but I'm excited to try them out. I'm looking on the packaging and I don't see like what type of lashes these are. I'm like hoping that they are not any type of mink, that they are faux mink or synthetic, because I am completely cruelty free, but excited to try those. They also released a lip gloss, and this is the Irresistible Liquid High Shine Gloss. It says Hala, irresistibly infused with 100% temptation. It says high shine, long wearing, lickable lips. Here is what the gloss looks like. I love the packaging. It just looks like a really nice nude shade, which I love. Like, I am such a sucker for a nude gloss, so I feel like this collection is literally perfect for me. Gonna pull my hair back real quick. So before I start applying my makeup, I'm gonna go in with the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Kiss lip butter. I did receive this through Octoly, but I've been loving it. It's seriously so comfortable on the lips. It smells so good. If you love the smell of their Bum Bum cream, this lip butter is so comfortable. So just gonna let that sink in so that when I try the lip gloss, I can give it a fair shot and my lips aren't super dehydrated. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start off with the P. Louise base, shade 0.5, and the new base brush. Just going to throw a little bit of product on there, and I'm going to do some pat motions. If you guys are curious, I love the P. Louise base. It's one of my favorites. I haven't been using it as much recently because I've been testing out another eyeshadow base that's more affordable, but if you have trouble with cut creases, I feel like the P. Louise base literally changed the game for me. Alright, so my camera stopped filming and I decided to bring you guys in a little bit closer so you can really see how the makeup wears. I had it a little farther away so I could show you guys the whole box. And I feel like the brush did a good job. I mean, it worked, but I wouldn't like write home about it. I feel like any flat concealer brush could do a good job when it comes to applying your base, or you could use your finger, but I will definitely use this for a cut crease, and I feel like that's where it really makes a difference. Alright, so the first color I'm going to start off with is this pink right here, which is called S&M. And I think I'm just going to apply that a little bit more on like the inner part of my lid right here. Pigment, okay. That's such a pretty, like, not quite a cotton candy pink. I feel like it's just a little bit richer than that, but seriously so pretty. It's honestly so hard to decide what colors to use because they're so beautiful, but I think I'm going to go ahead and take this shade right here called Rendezvous. And I'm going to use this on the outer part of my crease right here. Super pigmented. Alright, so that is blending pretty easily. I think next I'm going to go ahead and take this shade right here called Hooked. And I'm just going to pop that kind of on the outer corner, and then I'm also going to bring it through my crease. Alright, so I honestly just can't help myself. I'm going to go into this purple shade right here, which is called Addicted. Super pigmented. Feel like it's staying really pigmented and also blending pretty easy. I feel like purples can be really hard to get perfect and sometimes they take a lot of work, but that was actually so easy. Right, and just for the heck of it, I'm going to go ahead and take this shade right here, which is called Idolize. And I'm just going to put this on my crease right here. Just kind of deepening it up. Just going to go in with my smaller previous blending brush and just, again, blend out all those edges. Make sure everything is nice and soft. Honestly, blending is super easy, super pigmented, like not having any problems at all right now. And because I just can't help myself, I'm going to go into this shade right here called Love Shy. So so now I'm going to go ahead and take the P. Louise base and the new base brush, and I'm going to cut my crease. Alright, so again, same feeling with the brush. It did the job just fine. It works. It's good, but it's not like, oh my gosh, you have to have this brush for a cut crease. Like, I feel like any flat concealer brush this shape would work perfectly fine, but it does work. It's very soft. It's pretty easy to work with, so I do like it. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and take this shade right here called In Lust, and I'm just going to kind of tap that over where the crease ends. Or sorry, where the cut crease ends. I always do a half cut crease. I lost a bit of the purple, so I'm going to go back in with a bit more of Addiction. Alright, so for my lid, I'm going to go ahead and go in with a sprinkle of Passion. That pigment is pretty. It kind of has like a pinky, orangey, purple duochrome shade to it. It's really hard to describe. I do like it. It's very, very glittery on the lid. It looks beautiful, but I did get a ton of fallout, and I'm personally just not like a pigment person, but I do think it's really, really beautiful. Definitely more of a unique shade, and I think it really complements the shades in the palette. Alright, so I am going to be applying the lashes off camera, but I just thought I would show you because I think it's really funny how gigantic this lash is. Put it on my eye. It is huge. Alright, so there are the lashes applied. They weren't too bad to apply. They are really thick, very dramatic, which I don't mind, but I don't necessarily love the shape. I think that this pair would be really pretty for like a halo eye, like where it's darker on the outsides and lighter on the inside. I think these kind of lashes would really accentuate that. So they're not my favorite for the look, but they do work. So I figured I would walk you guys through my face really quickly. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start off with the Paul & Joe Moisturizing Primer in the shade 01. I was sent this through Octoly, and I know it's supposed to be a primer, but it actually has like a color to it, and it has like the lightest amount of coverage. It literally is like a BB cream basically, and it's just the lightest amount of coverage, like I said, but I'm kind of obsessed with wearing it. So this is going to be my foundation today. Or basically my primer and foundation. I'm not going to go in with another foundation. That was actually my first time applying with a sponge. I normally apply it with my fingers, and that gives a little bit more coverage, but I just feel like it looks so soft and beautiful on the skin. Now I'm going to go ahead and take my Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Fair, and I'm just going to conceal all over, basically. Just gonna set with my RCMA No Color Powder. So now let's go ahead and do the lower lash line. I just realized the back of the eyeshadow palette says I'd rather laugh with the sinners than cry with the saints. What? I'd rather cry. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and start off with the shade Addicted. And I'm just gonna run that as close to my lower lashes as possible. And then I'm going to go ahead and take the smallest crease brush that I used, and I'm going to take just a touch of this pink shade here called Idolize. And I'm going to blend that along the lower lash line and make it pretty smoky. Alright, and then for eyeliner, I actually have quite a few options. Pure actually sent me through Octoly a bunch of their on point eyeliner pencils, and there's a olive, a black, a like dark brown, a light brown, and a purple. So I feel like for this look I just can't help myself. I'm going to go in with the purple, but I'm excited to try all of those. And they actually sent their on point liquid eyeliner, which I'm going to try too, but I'm a little bit nervous because I suck at liquid eyeliner, so I didn't want to try that today. But the purple is the shade Rain. Okay, I love when eyeliner pencils, when the outside packaging matches the color, because I have so many pencils here, you can see, and so many of them have black caps, so I feel like I sit there and I like pull and pull and pull until I find the perfect one. So I like that this isn't completely purple. That was perfect. Just a super nice dark deep plum shade. Really like that. Perfect for this look. I'm just going to throw some Butter London Double Decker Mascara on my lower lashes. I'm actually going to go ahead and go into the old P. Louise palette, and I'm going to take the shade Prim right here and just pop that on for a little highlight. My battery is about to die, so I'll be right back. Alright, so let's just go ahead and finish up the face really quickly. I'm going to use the Pure Contour Diaries that was sent to me through Octoly. Just looks like this. I love the packaging. And I'm going to take the two shades right here. This shade I'm going to use for bronzing, and this shade I'm going to use for contour. I used this the other day and I was pretty happy with the overall look, so I figured I'd play with it again. And then for brushes, I'm just going to be taking some from Real Techniques that I was sent through Octoly. This is the Brush Crush Volume 2 collection, and I'm going to be using the 300 brush and the 307 brush. So just throwing that on. I feel like it blends in really nicely. Doesn't look too warm. Just taking the smaller brush and, oh, my hair's in the way. Just taking that cooler shade right at the very back of my cheekbone. Just kind of blending it in. I really like keeping it in this area right here. I feel like, especially for my face shape, that's the most natural look, rather than just bringing it all the way in. Just gonna go back one more time over the entire thing with the big fluffy brush. It's just so soft and it just blends everything in so well. I feel like I kind of love the look of like not wearing like a real foundation and kind of having like a full glam, but also having my freckles peek through. Kind of here for it. For blush, I'm just going to go ahead and pop on a little bit of Urban Decay Fetish. I feel like this color works really well with the eye look, and also the name totally goes with the Secret Center collection. Alright, so my memory card ran out of space, so here we are again. Gonna try on the lip gloss. I figure I'll show it to you guys on the lips just as is, and then I'll go ahead and show it on top of a lip liner. Alright, so there's how it looks on the lips by itself. I would say it's kind of like medium coverage. It's not super transparent, but it's also not super opaque either. I feel like I can see my natural lip color peeking through a little bit. This is definitely a really like glossy looking formula. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you guys can tell, but super really glossy. I think it looks beautiful on the lips. It feels a little bit more of a thicker formula. A tiny bit sticky, not bad. I would wear it. I don't hate it. It's not like horribly sticky, but it's actually overall pretty comfortable, so I think it's really beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe it off and we'll try it with a lip liner. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the Berry M lip liner in the shade Toast. Honestly, I feel like that is the perfect like peachy nude lip combo. I feel like this gloss just catches the light so beautifully. I really like the way it looks. I think if they released more shades of this formula, I would probably pick up a few more, because I think it just looks really stunning, and it just looks like it's not like shimmery or glittery. It's just like truly a nice, good, glossy lip. Alright, so let's just go ahead and talk about my first impression thoughts on the collection so far. So let's start off with what I thought was most exciting, the eyeshadow palette. First off, packaging. I personally think that it is beautiful packaging, but if you do not like chunky palettes, this is probably not going to be for you. Maybe you'll be able to get past that because of the quality, but overall it is a huge palette. This is not a palette, actually. This is a box. Like it is big. Just to give you guys a little bit of reference on how thick this palette is, I saw people complain that the Carnival palette from Be Perfect Cosmetics was too thick. So there's a good little comparison. The new P. Louise is over double the size, and then the old P. Louise palette, just to show you really quickly how thin it is compared to this gigantic box. As far as pricing goes, I do not know the pricing for this entire collection. That has not been revealed yet. But I will say that I believe I saw that P. Louise said that she was able to do her dream packaging, do more shades, and keep it the same price as the old palette. I think I heard her say that. And I believe that this original palette was 40 pounds. So I'm assuming, I'm just thinking it might be 40 pounds for this, which is about $50 in case you're curious. So honestly, if you kind of like the novelty of it and you like the really luxe packaging, $50 for this is not bad at all, especially considering the amount of shades that you get in there, the size of the shades. So my thoughts on the quality, these are all mattes and I'm okay with that. It's fine. I have a lot of shimmers in my collection and I feel like this will definitely make me kind of pull from some of the single shimmers I have. I feel like the quality is even better than the original P. Louise palette. The pigmentation, the blending, it's just everything is just completely amazing. I'm not surprised because P. Louise is a makeup academy. They have makeup artists testing these products out all the time. So, I mean, you can kind of just expect perfection because it's something like really being used by true makeup lovers. So I really appreciate that. And I think that the shades are beautiful in here. I feel like there are some shades that are pretty similar, which is fine because I love them. I feel like if you've been looking for the perfect pinky purple palette, there are so many different pink, purples, and reds in here. There are 3 brown shades, a pop of yellow, a pop of orange, and a pop of teal, and everything else is pink and purple and like pinky red, but that's still pretty pink. So I'm obsessed with the color scheme. Actually, seeing it in person, it's even more vibrant than online. I think it is stunning and I'm going to be using this so much. I can just feel it. I don't think I would ever travel with this palette because it is so huge. So it stands up really nicely. Oh, okay. I don't know if there's something over this. I don't feel anything, but this is probably like the worst mirror I've ever seen. It literally looks like a funhouse mirror. Like my face looks like, I mean, I guess I could use it, but it kind of hurts my eyes to look into it. Yeah, it's, you know how some mirrors are just so crisp and clean and like you can see everything perfectly. This is like, it looks like everything is rounded. It just, okay, so definitely would never travel with this because the mirror is not a good mirror. So next up in the collection are the pigments, and I think that this really just depends on you. If you like the shades, I think that although like I'm not inclined to use them as much because I feel like they're not as easy to work with as a pressed powder formula, they do catch the light so beautifully and they look stunning on the eyes. They have really pretty glitter in them, and I felt like when I wiped away my fallout that the fallout wiped away immediately. Sometimes different glitter pigments, the fallout is kind of really annoying and it'll stick and it doesn't want to leave my face, whereas I felt like these were pretty easy to work with overall for a pigment. So like I said, it just depends on if you're a pigment person, but I do like them and I like the packaging. I think that it's cute. So next for the brush, my overall thoughts, I feel like it is really nice. It works well. It's a good brush. I don't know if I would like say like run out and buy this, but if it does come with a rumor base. So if that shade works for you and the price is right, I think that getting the duo would be nice. I don't think you'll hate this brush. I think it'll work perfectly. I just personally have so many brushes like this already that I enjoy, so it's not like, it's not adding something huge to my collection, but it will definitely go in my rotation and I will keep using it. As far as the lashes go, I feel like they look fine on the eyes. They're nice. They're very dramatic lashes. I'm not like obsessed with this style, but I mean, they're okay. It's kind of hard to decide on lashes. I feel like a lot of like how I feel about lashes depends on the price point. Because I'm personally obsessed with my house of lashes, and you can get 3 pairs for $30, which is $10 each, and then you can get coupon codes. So they're kind of like, I would say like a mid-end price for lashes. So would I buy these or would I buy more House of Lashes? I would probably buy more House of Lashes. And then the last thing in the collection is the lip gloss, and overall I'm pretty happy with this. I've been wearing it for about 20 minutes now. It's still super comfortable, and I think the best part is that I'm not getting the white ring around my lips, which I get a lot of times when I'm wearing lip glosses. So I think that this is pretty nice and I would recommend trying this out. I think it's a really pretty peachy shade, and I think you'll definitely be able to kind of manipulate this depending on what lip liner you go in with. or whatever lipstick you choose. So I think that is everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and found it helpful. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.